Welcome back to the channel. If you saw the previous videos, you'll see that I've been trying to wholesale through XLeads. I pulled a list, specifically Grand Rapids, and it clearly wasn't working. This past couple of days, I've been trying to cold call these leads, but honestly, there was literally no point because, again, if you saw the previous videos, most of the time I only got either no answer or just rejections, and I feel like it was just pointless to just record all that. Now, don't get me wrong, those other previous videos that I made are basically the same thing that happened. But from now on, I did say that if the list wasn't working, then I was gonna go to for sale by owner on Zillow, and that's what I'm gonna do starting tomorrow. Yeah, I pulled government lists from Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, Flint, and Saginaw, and so hopefully they respond, and I'll just call my leads from there as well. But yeah, that's basically. I just wanted to clarify that, and so far I haven't reached any of the goals yet. So far this month, totally on me. It's not really like the system's fault. I've been doing better this month compared to last year, but obviously the results ain't there, so it doesn't really matter. So you gotta take accountability. But yeah, I think I'm still gonna push forward though. I'm not gonna act like this is like the end of the world. Consciously I know that this is just a numbers game. The more calls, the more offers, the more deals you're gonna get. So, but for some reason I just tend to forget that. Like I don't know if like y'all can relate, but I don't know. I just forget my why. Basically, like I literally have a whole poster on my wall, like talking about the flow state and like I'm trying to build a legacy and all that, but I don't know if it's like literally right there in front of my face, and yet I always tend to forget my why. I want to build a legacy, but it's just distractions and all of that. In terms of like weight wise, I remember I said I was 205. I'm currently at 200, so that's basically halfway there. It is currently the 19th of January. See that? 7:05, 19th of January. No contracts yet, but hey, I'm not tripping because I know it's possible to get 3 contracts in a day. Obviously for the most experienced like people, they can probably get 3 contracts a day, but anything is possible. I'm not gonna act like, oh, well, there's no point now. That's what I did last year. Last year I would just be like, okay, 1 contract, and then it would be like the 20th. I'd be like, well, there's no point. So I'm gonna just do something else. And that leads me to day trading. I've still been learning a little bit about it. I don't know, just something about it. It just attracts me for some reason. But yeah, I do want to like after I get a deal, I just want to invest. I really just want to straight up invest my money. Like I don't even want to spend it. I just want to invest my money and then like give back to the poor, or give back to my parents or my sister, all that. Because I think that's the only thing I'm worried about. Hopefully I get to network this year. Hopefully I get to meet new people in terms of like wholesaling, in terms of partners and all that. I just got back TikTok. For those of you who don't know, I got banned, and then now I just made a new account. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of young wholesalers, even younger than me, and it's kind of like getting me amped up a little bit. I feel like one day I'll get to like talk to these guys, and especially the ones that are already like not famous, but really, really successful. Like I can see myself, in the same room as them. Yeah, so Isaiah actually hit me up. He actually like asked if I got a deal yet or even gotten close, and I said no, I haven't, unfortunately. And then I just explained that like my sister opened up a business and I gotta take a break from it a little bit. No, but he also just said if you get another contract, we can JV on it, and he'll like do the dispo for me, which is fire. Yeah, like this isn't a coincidence that he hit me up. I feel like I actually don't believe in coincidences. So in case you guys don't believe me, I don't know if you guys can see, get the text, if you can focus. The realest nigga out there though. There we go. But yeah, I should have had a deal right now, but it's only because of me that I haven't. So the fact that he hit me up and then he even offered to JV with me is motivation. Now I gotta get a deal. Now I have to get a deal. This is no bullshit. No, I really do gotta like step my shit up, and only I'm responsible for that. In case any of you guys watching this can relate to this, you're really on your own on this, and bad days are coming. Like this is like a problem that I had too, was having high expectations, or expecting good outcomes. Always expecting good outcomes. Like every cold call I would expect someone to respond and it would be easy, but life just hits me, and life's probably gonna hit you like maybe twice as harder. But that's part of the game. That's life. Like not everyone's lucky. It's just consistency, and you gotta keep going at it. Because I've mentioned this in the previous videos. Like I don't have a plan B. I don't have a backup plan other than like maybe day trading, but day trading and wholesaling is my plan A. Like other than that, like plan B like doesn't exist. So it's either adapt or die. I really gotta step my shit up. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, life is gonna hit you hard. This is life. This is what the struggle's about. This is like you're really on your own when it comes to wholesaling. I mean, not even just wholesaling, like entrepreneurship. There's a lot of people around me that is probably doubting that I can do this. And I don't blame them because they haven't seen the results. But to shut them up, I have to show them the results. And plus, no shots at anybody, but everyone like that's in my town that's tried to wholesale hasn't gotten a deal either. So, and I don't know anyone else. Like there's no one around me that's that has that entrepreneur mindset. Like everyone's just afraid of what people are gonna think about them or say about them, And I feel like I'm truly the only one that's going at, entrepreneurship, escaping the matrix. Like that phrase just became corny now. Like I see all these memes and like talking about, I'm a road runner or I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a risk taker, but like that.
Okay, what do you do?
I am a risk taker. I'm a road runner. I can't go entrepreneur.
Okay.
I'm a businessman. Come on.
Truly, that's what I am, because literally no one else is doing this. Like no one around me is doing this. And then when they see someone like me trying to do this, I'm sure there's probably someone out there that's going at like not just wholesaling, but they're probably doing something that's entrepreneurial or like sales, but like individual sales. They're probably looking at them crazy, and I don't blame them, but it's also like, bro, no one else is doing this. No one else is stepping up. No one else is gonna, like, I don't know how to explain it, but no one's really stepping up. No one's really taking a risk. Like, it's kind of crazy. Everyone's just doing normal people stuff, but yet I'm the one that's crazy and like trying to do something different. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but the point is that I've been looked at crazy. People probably still do look at me crazy. They're probably wondering like, oh, well, how the fuck is he surviving? Crypto. I mean, I got money in crypto, but that's only gonna last for I don't even know how long. Especially because it's probably gonna go down soon. So it is 2026. But yeah, I don't know. But it's either adapt or die. This year basically determines the next 12 years of my life. Like if I don't get a deal now, then I'm probably never gonna get a deal at all. And I wouldn't get mad if people stop taking me seriously. That's kind of the risk. I have good intentions with this. Like it's not like I'm gonna like get all this money and then just flex on people, go live in Miami and like I don't do degenerate shit. But that's not really what it is. I mean, that's not what I'm trying to do. Like obviously I want to help the people around me. I want to help the poor. I want to help the people who are just struggling, or even like helping my family if they have any financial struggles. Like cousins, aunts, uncles, all that. Like it's also like I feel like if I step up, then people around me will step up. And whether they pass me or not, like as long as like I don't think it matters. I feel like I need people like that around me. I need people who want the bigger picture. I want people who want to see the bigger picture around me. Because that's probably the only way I'll get successful. If people around me are successful, then I'm probably gonna be successful. It's that competition like mindset that I like. So yeah, because I'm always striving to be better. Just because I'm better at you at something like doesn't mean that I'm like talking down on you, or if I do, it's probably a joke. But really, I just like the competition. I just like elevating. I like self-improvement. Even at the gym, like obviously there's people bigger than me. Obviously there's people more muscular, more leaner. But I do walk around with a little bit of ego, because I kind of have to. Like these guys are bigger than me, and low key, I feel like I've been getting bigger because I've been around those people. If the people at the gym were all scrawny little nerds, then I probably wouldn't be making any progress. My ego would probably see me as the biggest guy in the room, and then I wouldn't even be doing that heavy like weight, But since people around me are bigger and stronger and leaner, and they got six pack, that's gotten me to be, more muscular, more, more better at my weight, lifting heavier, That's what I've noticed. Yeah, I don't know when this became a fucking yap session. Like I just came on here to tell you guys I'm gonna do for sale by owner. But again, to my future self, bad days are coming, but you just gotta prepare for them. Mentally prepare for it. You can't expect good outcomes like the whole time. Bad days are coming, but you gotta prepare for those bad days. You can't let the day outdo you. You gotta outdo the day. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, when I make videos, it kind of gets me amped up. Like it kind of gets me like, okay, this is a sign that I'm gonna be successful. Because another thing, I don't know anyone else that's like doing this. Like not many people do content. Hopefully maybe later on I'll do skits. Like I'm down to do that. Like I like funny videos. I like skits, maybe pranks. I'm always down for I'm always open to do that. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like I'd be a good actor. I feel like I could do it. I don't know. That's just an idea. That's just a thought. Who knows though? But yeah, I like making videos. It's kind of fun doing it. And especially if I'm recording myself cold calling, then yeah, fuck yeah. Like I'm always down. And yeah, like we're in the digital age. Like everything's just gonna be online now. Unfortunately, AI will take a lot of jobs. So, and wholesaling is never leaving like the game. Even if AI is involved, like it's not really replaceable. So I'm not really too worried about that. That's why I want to be in this industry, because it's the best way to make money. So now I gotta chase the rejections too. Like I also learned that I've been focusing on the deal, but not even focusing on the KPIs. That's another thing I learned from last year and pretty much this month. I consciously know this. Like I've already told myself this, but I don't know. I just forget. But you gotta get through like hella no's, hella rejections to get to that one yes. You know what I mean? Now my mindset kind of changed. Like now I want to get as much rejections as I can, because I know the more rejections I get, the more closer I am to that deal. You know, I've heard that before. I've literally heard that phrase before, but I don't know. I guess it just went through my ear and out my. Wasn't the best month, but we're gonna end off the month, the last week, basically. We're gonna end off the last week with a bang. I might start my own podcast, and then you'll get to know the real me, what I really think, who I really am, basically. Famous or not famous, don't matter, as long as I get to make videos, and as long as I get to see the progress of me, like during these years, during my 20s. You know, I'm 21. You know, I personally think I'm still young. You know, a lot of people my age, they act like they're already old, which is, you know, that's kind of retarded, because we're literally young. Like I think of it as like soccer players. Like, you know, soccer players when they're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, that's considered young. And then 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, that's like kind of in their prime. And then 30, 31, 32, 33, still in their prime. But then 34, 35, 36 is when they decline. So I feel like, and not even, I feel like in your 30s, you're still good. Unless you're an athlete, obviously. Like if you're an athlete, obviously your ability to do things declines like in your mid 30s. But in terms of business, like, bro, there's people who become millionaires in like their 60s. So yeah, fuck no. I'm not gonna have that mindset of, oh, I'm already old. Oh, 21. Yeah, back in my day. I've heard people my age say, oh yeah, back in my day. Like, what the fuck? Like, man, what the fuck? It's fucking nonsense. It's literally nonsense. Like, I don't feel bad for the people who peaked in high school. Like, that's just, like, you're not old. You're literally 21. Like, if you talk to, like, even I don't know where I was going with this, but yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna be cold calling Zillow. We're gonna get some contracts. This is the last 10 days. The last 10 days we're gonna get contracts, and then I'm gonna check my progress. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.